training the dogs, specifically on how to get them to enter and exit calmly. We have the lovely little Palmer helping us today. You ready to do some crate training? So one of the important things to remember when crate training a dog is you want them to enjoy being in there, and you also want them to go in there themselves without you having to shove or force them in there. Not all dogs want to comfortably go in the first time. We'll go through a couple of different ways of how to get them in, and then we'll talk about how to get them to come out without rushing the door. There are two ways to get the dog to go in the crate for the first time, especially if they've never been there before. One is going to be to put a treat inside the crate. Palmer, crate. If that doesn't work, we're going to go on to the second part. We put a prong collar on Palmer just to get her a little bit more sensitive to the leash pressure, because we're going to use leash pressure to guide her into the crate. And the way that this works is I'll bring her to the front of the crate. Good, sit. Very good girl, yes, good girl. And then I'm going to take the leash and I'm going to slip it through the back of the crate. That way I can pull on it towards me and that'll guide her into the crate. Palmer, crate. And then a guide pull. Yes, good girl, good job, very good job, good. Let's try that again, let's go. Good. One more time. Palmer, sit, good. Put the leash through the back here. Palmer, great. Hold that steady leash pressure. Don't let go. Yes, good girl, good job, good job. It's very important to remember, do not let up on that pressure until she's where you want her to be. Because if she pulls back and I say, you know what, this is too much for her, and she goes the other way, then she learns that fighting the crate is the only way to get what she wants. And then she doesn't learn how to go in the crate at the end of the day. Great, let's go. Good girl, good job. Now that you've done a few repetitions of putting the leash through the back of the crate, you can try asking her by saying crate and just guide her in with your hand. Right, crate. Yes, good girl, good job, very good job. Good. Now that you have her in the crate, focus on closing the door, and you're going to start with just a few moments in there at first, and then you can graduate to minutes, 30 minutes, like 45 to an hour, to working through that through the day while you're at work if you want to put her away in the crate. So how this works is I do not want her to rush out of the crate. I'm going to open the door. If she decides before looking at me for direction, before waiting for a command, she rushes out the door, I'm going to use the door to block her from coming out. She learned quickly there that you don't get to rush out the crate. The door will not stay open for you if you don't wait for command. Yes. Okay. Good. She did exactly what I was looking for there. She looked at me for guidance. I want her to stop and look up at me, and then when I'm ready, I can say, okay, and you come out the crate. If your dog, this may take a few more times before your dog is willing to stop and look at you, but like I said, just keep closing it as they put their nose to it to the point where you can open it, they stop, look at you, then when you're ready, release. All right, let's try that one more time. Palmer, crate. Yes, good girl. Close the door. Yes, okay. What a good girl, what a great job, good. And that's the basics of teaching your dog how to go in and out of the crate on command. Good job, girl.